Well, now for some feel-good stories from grassroot.com. Community radio stations play a pivotal role in the lives of locals on different levels. One such is Alex FM, which largely serves the huge community of the Alexandra Township. This 20-year-old radio station has been scooping several awards, like the MTN Radio, Sanlam MW Day and Radio Youth Awards, among a long list of accolades from just one of this year alone. Joining me now to share in this success is station manager Trinity and marketing manager Thabo Magretse. Very good morning to both of you. Give us some background, firstly, of Thabo. I'll start with Thabo. Start with you first. You're the PR. Give us a little bit of background of Alex FM.
Well, Alex FM is a community radio station based in Alexandra community. It's been in existence for more than 10 years. We cover areas from Sandton community as well, south of Joburg, north of Joburg. What we do, we cover most of community development issues, and there's also entertainment. So what we do, it's more of your community radio station, but doing more of development for the community, and also making sure that we give platform for young people in the community, those who come from Mele.
Oh, well, obviously, Trinity, you're the station manager. Tell us a little bit about the programming, what the lineup looks like on a daily basis.
We are a content of development community radio station. Basically, whatever content we disseminate on air, the intention is for it to inform, but also provide opportunities for community members and listeners to develop themselves or develop others. We're talking issues of job opportunities, bursaries, obviously, service delivery issues as well, potholes and other public service announcements that could be of interest to the community of Alex and the listeners of Alexandra.
So it's a talk radio station, right?
No, yes. It's 70% it's talk and 30% it's music.
And just give us sort of what your shows are like. Give us some views on your, not your views, some background on some of your DJs or your talk show hosts.
That's why basically we win awards, because our radio personalities, presenters, are actually the face and assets of our radio station, and they take their work very seriously. Research. They make sure that whatever they say or do, particularly on the frequency 89.1, has been researched, and obviously it's authentic to Alexandra, but it also provides opportunities for listeners to also maybe get into other avenues of bettering their lives. They take their work very seriously, and it's basically passion mixed with talent, but there is a little bit of humor here and there.
Are they full-time employees? I mean, they don't do other work?
Some are full-time, some are not. But remember that a radio show, it's only 3 hours. Some are 4, some are less, but obviously thereafter you've got time to your disposal to do other things. Others, resort to making that time a preparation for the next show, which is the next day. Basically, some take the time to research, some, get into other things. We've got some presenters who are MCs at the event, some are PRs elsewhere, some are just office workers, some actually are business people, and at the same time they are presenters at the radio station. So they manage their time very well.
Thabo, take us inside your studios. What do they look like, and sort of what the setup is there?
Well, as a standard radio station studio, we do have all that covered. Our equipment is quite advanced, and as for now, we'll be relocating to new studios. So that's where we'll talk more of what we have. But I could say our students are well set sufficiently. We have everything. As people do listen on air, they could tell that on air the sound, it's proper. So it wouldn't be that situation where we say it's a community radio station with poor sound or poor equipment. No, at this moment, our studios are well set, well equipped with advanced equipment, and we're hoping to, as we're moving to new property, so our studios are ready, and then we'll get it on.
Radio is a competitive game. There are a lot of community radio stations out there. What sets you aside as unique?
Well, as Trinity said earlier, is to say the content that we prepare on air, and obviously our DJs and presenters. You know, based on content, based on programming, that's what one could be unique. And again, as we look into developing our own community, that's what also makes us unique.
And have you had great feedback from the locals who listen?
Yes, we did. And for the past 3 months, our listenership raised up by about 29,000. So we now are on 150 listenership, 150,000 listenership. So we could say we do have a great follow-up and great following from the community and listeners at large.
Trinity, give me a more indication of the content that you guys cover. You have mentioned it's a fairly localized content. In terms of throughout the day, does that content change? Does the pace of the shows change? What are your plans there?
Peter, I think we need to be honest about community radio and community media. Basically, it's a reflection of the community. The community has got entertainment issues. They want to have companionship whilst listening to radio, and you cannot disqualify entertainment. You can't disqualify music, but also content that is of value to them, content that they can relate to, and obviously content that can educate. So we talk about issues of education, of health issues, you know, matters such as your prostate cancer, breast cancer, how to breastfeed a child, on women and children issues. We have disability matters. We have the normal afternoon drive, which relates to the young people, you know, which looks at how young people can develop themselves, how young people can actually take advantage of radio and use it as a platform to learn and better their studies, you know, and we talk about issues of tradition and heritage issues. Remember, when we speak Alexandra, we talk of a township that has got humongous amount of history, and Alex FM basically tries to relate and also to reflect that. It's impossible for us to be compared to another community radio because we come with history. You know, we mentioned people like your Reverend Sembuti, your Mayor Florence Moposho, the late Tate Nelson Mandela lived in Alexandra, and Alex FM tries to bring the content on air so that other people outside Alex can also be exposed to that kind of content. Hence, we are on www.alexfm.co.za, so that people from way beyond South Africa and Africa can also be exposed to the content that Alex FM disseminates, because we believe that it promotes the heritage and the history of Alexandra. And Alexandra is one community that played a major role in the building of this country.
Looking at the frequency, you said it's 89.1.
Correct.
89.1 FM. Obviously, radio plays into your favor in a township like Alex with so many people, because many of them have got, many more have got radios than they do television.
Yeah. Currently, there is television in Alex. It's called Alex TV, which is our sister broadcaster. But also, other opportunities are there as a community radio to podcast, and we are trying, as Thabo said, we are moving into a new station, basically new building, and the infrastructure there will enable us to be able to, you know, have certain content on video to be broadcasted on the website. We are not intending on becoming a TV station. We are a radio station. We understand that. Hence, we are partnering with Alex TV. It's a community asset as well, like Alex FM. It doesn't make sense for us to have a TV station, whereas there is another TV station in the very same community.
And what kind of languages do you broadcast in?
In all languages, all. Well, a little bit of everything, except for Afrikaans. You know, if it happens that we speak Afrikaans on Alex FM, it could be maybe depending on the guest, or maybe just here and there, but obviously there isn't a program that is broadcast in Afrikaans. But from Venda, Sesotho, Sezulu, Setswana, Setsonga, yes, there is shortage of Seswati, but basically a whole range of languages. 20% of what we say on Alex FM in the programming, how it's aligned, is in isiZulu, 15% Xhosa, 15% it's Setswana, 10% Sesotho, Sepedi, Setsonga, and Sevenda, and so forth. But we actually quite cover a range of languages that are spoken in South Africa, because that's how our community is actually composed. Alexandra, you find every language is there. That's why our radio station speaks all these
You've got to look at your target audience.
Correct.
So plans, new building, I guess, and reaching more people. I guess that's what the plan is, Thabo.
It is indeed. We've been, as a community radio station, we've been having some financial challenges that are there, because going to a new property, we have to get new equipment, build proper new studios. But we're hoping, the station manager has been working really hard. We're hoping that all will go well, and soon we'll announce when we'll be doing our launch, and we're just hoping to become bigger and grow better.
Well, thanks very much. Congratulations. I see a whole host of awards. Things seem to be going well at Alex FM. 89.1 if you're in the Alex area, or far-reaching areas outside of that. I'm chatting to a PR manager and station manager at Alex FM. They've been getting a lot of awards recently for the work that they're doing in the community.